Asterisk, asterisk. When survival becomes your superpower, lessons from Dominique Smith on refusing to break, asterisk. Asterisk. Welcome to the Soft Girl Era podcast, where we create sacred space for high achieving Black women to finally exhale, to drop the cape, and to reclaim the softness they deserve. I'm your host, LeAnne Dolce, pronounced Dolce, like sweet softness whispered in French. And today I had the profound honor of sitting down with Dominique Smith, a woman whose story will shake you, inspire you, and remind you that your hard life doesn't define your future. Dominique Smith is not just surviving, she's rewriting what strength looks like. She's a mother of five, a college student, a working woman, and a caregiver navigating her husband's kidney failure, all while carrying the weight of losing her mother to AIDS at 14 and the father of her children at 18. And here's the thing, she's still standing, still fighting, still refusing to let circumstances steal her future. Dominique is making the world a better place simply by showing up, by being proof that resilience isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Her impact is in every woman who hears her story and decides to keep going one more day. Let me be clear. This conversation isn't about glorifying struggle. It's about honoring the truth that some of us didn't get the easy road, and we're still here anyway. Dominique's voice carries the weight of every Black woman who's grieving in silence, juggling impossible schedules, and wondering if anyone sees how hard they're trying. Today, we see you. We honor you. And we're going to talk about how to keep going without losing yourself in the process. During our interview, Dominique shared three truths that every woman carrying the weight of the world needs to hear. First, strength is surviving the hard days. It's not about never falling, it's about getting up when your heart is broken, when you're exhausted, when life keeps hitting. Real strength shows up in the mess, in the hospital visits, in the kids' sports schedules, in the late night study sessions when your eyes won't stay open. That's where the power lives. Second, you're not alone in your struggle. So many of us grieve in silence, carry financial stress, fight for our families behind closed doors. Dominique's losses and ongoing battles remind us that someone else is fighting too, and we can keep going together. The isolation is a lie. The shame is a lie. The belief that you're the only one barely holding it together, that's a lie too. And third, refuse to let go of your future, no matter the pain, the loss, the health crises, the exhaustion. Push for that degree, those opportunities for your kids, that better tomorrow. If Dominique can do it, so can you. That's not motivational fluff. That's a promise rooted in lived experience. Now, I want to take you deeper into this conversation by sharing three stories of Black women who embody this same unyielding resilience. These are women who survived unimaginable hardship and refused to give up. Their stories mirror Dominique's journey and prove that survival can become your superpower. Let's start with Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi in 1954 to a teenage single mother, Oprah's early life was marked by abuse, instability, and trauma. She endured childhood sexual abuse, poverty, and teenage pregnancy. Her baby died, all while navigating the brutal racism of the Jim Crow South. She was fired from early broadcasting jobs and told she wasn't fit for television. But Oprah didn't quit. She relied on relentless determination, sought education and mentorship, and channeled her pain into storytelling and empathy driven media. She built a $1 billion empire, launched The Oprah Winfrey Show in 1986, revolutionized daytime television with vulnerability, founded OWN Network and Harpo Productions. Her story proves that survival builds unbreakable strength. Oprah's impact has inspired millions of Black women to claim their power, normalizing resilience amid grief and responsibility. Her journey directly mirrors Dominique's theme of surviving repeated losses while mothering and building a future. It's a testament to Black women's strength in hard lives. Think about that for a moment. Oprah was raised by her grandmother in destitution. She fled abuse at 14, got pregnant at 14, lost her baby, and yet she pursued broadcasting. She didn't let her story end in tragedy. She turned her trauma into a platform that would eventually reach millions. She showed the world that your beginning doesn't dictate your ending, that the pain you carry can become the fuel for your purpose. That's not just inspiring, that's revolutionary. Next, let's talk about Viola Davis. Born in 1965 in Rhode Island to a poor family with an alcoholic father, Viola grew up in extreme poverty and homelessness. She was one of six kids living in a rat infested home, losing her innocence early to survival mode. As a dark skinned Black woman in Hollywood, she faced typecasting, pay disparities, and relentless rejection. But Viola embraced raw authenticity. She persisted through rejections by self producing and studying her craft obsessively, all while raising a child amid the career grind. She became the first Black woman to win a Tony, Emmy, and Oscar, starred in How to Get Away with Murder, exploded barriers with fierce, unapologetic roles. Her story models that exhaustion and rejection don't define you. Viola's impact has empowered Black professionals to demand visibility, fostering hope and determination in creative fields. Her journey echoes Dominique's grief, single motherhood, sleepless hustle, and refusal to quit despite the odds. It's pure Black female resilience. Viola once said in an interview that she used to pray to God to make her white because she thought that was the only way she could be seen, valued, loved. Can you imagine that kind of pain? That kind of internalized rejection? And yet, she took that pain and transformed it into power. She refused to shrink. She refused to disappear. She demanded to be seen on her own terms. And in doing so, she opened doors for countless other Black women who were told they didn't fit the mold. That's the kind of resilience we're talking about, the kind that doesn't just survive, but transforms the entire landscape. And finally, Serena Williams. Born in 1981 in Compton, California, Serena started playing tennis on cracked public courts amid drive by shootings. She and her sister Venus overcame a gang ridden upbringing, systemic poverty, and violence. In 2017, Serena faced life threatening childbirth complications. A postpartum pulmonary embolism nearly killed her, echoing the kind of family health battles Dominique knows too well. But Serena trained relentlessly with family support, used mental toughness to push through health scares and postpartum recovery, and prioritized her kids' futures. She won 23 Grand Slams, returned to win the Australian Open in 2017, while pregnant, built Serena Ventures. Her story redefines Black excellence under pressure. Serena's impact has inspired Black entrepreneurs and moms to fight for legacy amid fragility. Her journey parallels Dominique's multi kid parenting, health crises, sports involved children, and unyielding fight. It's a masterclass in showing up exhausted yet victorious. Let me pause here and say something important. Serena Williams almost died giving birth. She knew something was wrong. She told the medical staff, and they didn't listen because Black women's pain is often dismissed, minimized, ignored. But Serena survived because she refused to be silent. She advocated for herself even when the system failed her. And then she got back on the court. She competed at the highest level while healing from trauma, while nursing, while grieving the loss of what could have been a fatal moment. That's not just athletic excellence, that's spiritual warfare. That's choosing life when death came knocking. These three women, Oprah, Viola, Serena, they're not superheroes. They're human beings who decided that their hard stories wouldn't be their final stories. And that's exactly what Dominique Smith is doing every single day. Here's what I need you to understand: this isn't about comparing your struggle to someone else's. This is about recognizing that the strength you think you don't have, you've been using it all along. You've been surviving things you never thought you could. You've been showing up when you wanted to give up. You've been holding it together when everything around you was falling apart. That's not weakness, that's power. But here's the shift we're making in the soft girl era. We're learning that survival doesn't have to be our only mode. We're learning that we can be strong and soft. We can be resilient and rested. We can fight for our future and protect our peace. We can honor our grief and still make space for joy. Dominique's story reminds us that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means carrying your losses with grace while still reaching for your dreams. It means showing up for your kids' practices even when you're exhausted. It means cracking open that textbook even when your eyes are heavy. It means making that call for support even when you're used to being the strong one. And let's talk about that for a second. The strong one. The one who holds it all together, the one who never complains, the one who keeps going no matter what. That role, it's exhausting. And it's okay to admit that. It's okay to say, I'm tired. It's okay to say, I need help. It's okay to say, I can't do this alone. Because here's the truth: you were never meant to do it alone. The lie of the superwoman cape is that you have to carry everything by yourself. But real strength is knowing when to ask for support. Real strength is setting boundaries without apology. Real strength is resting without explanation. Real strength is choosing yourself, not out of burnout, but out of reverence. Dominique shared something powerful during our interview. She said she wants people to feel seen in their silent battles, understood, not alone. She wants you to feel inspired to tap your hidden strength, determined to push one more day, and full of hope that your hard story turns into victory. She wants you to walk away kinder to yourself and others, knowing if I can, you can. Your story isn't over. And that's the message I want you to carry with you today. Your story isn't over. No matter what you've lost, no matter what you're facing, no matter how tired you are, your story isn't over. This is the heart of the soft girl era. It's the sacred pause Black women have been waiting for. It's not a trend, it's a lifestyle rebellion, a deep exhale from the superwoman script, a quiet but powerful return to softness, rest, self trust, and radical joy. It's the space where we unlearn survival and rediscover what it means to truly live. Dominique Smith is living proof that you can survive the unimaginable and still build a beautiful future. She's living proof that your hard life doesn't disqualify you from your dreams. She's living proof that resilience isn't about never breaking, it's about putting yourself back together again and again with grace and grit. So here's my challenge to you: not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. When exhaustion hits and you want to quit, I want you to take one small step, just one. Show up for your kids' practice. Crack open that textbook. Make that call for support. Text a sister in struggle and say, I'm fighting too. Refuse to give up starting now. And here's the other thing: start protecting your peace as a practice, not as a luxury, not as something you'll do when life slows down, but as a daily intentional choice. Because your peace matters, your rest matters, your joy matters, you matter. To every woman listening who's caring more than anyone knows, I see you. To every woman who's grieving in silence, I honor you. To every woman who's fighting for a better tomorrow while barely surviving today, I believe in you. Your strength is not in never falling. Your strength is in getting back up. Your strength is in refusing to let go of your future. Your strength is in showing up even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. I want you to do something radical right now. I want you to place your hand on your heart, feel it beating. That heartbeat, that's proof you're still here. That's proof you've survived every hard day up until this moment. That's proof you're stronger than you think. Now, I want you to make yourself a promise. Promise yourself that you will no longer apologize for needing rest. Promise yourself that you will no longer shrink to make others comfortable. Promise yourself that you will no longer carry burdens that were never yours to hold. Promise yourself that you will fight for your future with the same ferocity you've used to fight for everyone else. Because your story is not over, it's just beginning. And the world is waiting for the version of you that chooses softness, that chooses peace, that chooses joy. The world is waiting for you to drop the cape and pick up your crown. So go ahead, take that step, make that call, send that text, crack open that book, show up for yourself the way you've been showing up for everyone else because you deserve it, because your future self is counting on you, because your story, your beautiful, messy, powerful story deserves to be told. And remember, you're not alone. Someone else is fighting too. And together, we're going to keep going. One small step, one deep breath, one act of self-love at a time. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. Now go write the next chapters.